Hey guys, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's well, and hope everybody's practicing and stuff. I wanted to give you a little bit of time to ingest the Triads before I went into the Triads, but this is going to be the Triad video. I'm going to try and unpack Triads and what they are, and give you some exercises to do with them, maybe do some arpeggios and stuff like that. But let's get started. Let's jump right into it. Triad is very simple. It's just a 3-note chord. Okay, now when we think of triads, we're going to start thinking of them very simply as major and minor. Alright, the majors are going to have a root, a major third, and a perfect fifth in them, and the minors are going to have a root, a minor third, and a perfect fifth in them. Alright, so there's only a 1-note difference between the two, and there's a big difference in sound, but in actual notes we only notice 1 note changing. Alright, so let's hear that real quick. You guys will be able to pick up on this real quick, I know. So let's just start on C. I'm going to give you a C major triad, C, E, G. Alright, now I'm going to give you a C minor triad, C, E flat, G. Alright, so we hear happy, we hear sad. Two differences between the two. Alright, now if you haven't done the major scale study before this and the Triad study before this, you need to go back and check those out and get proficient at those, because everything from here on out is just going to build. So when we get to 7th chords and 9th chords, 13ths and 11ths and all that, it's all going to build. So if you're having trouble with those two, just go back, check them out a couple more times, and I'm sure you're just going to get it real easily. If you have any questions, hit me up. You guys have my email and all that. So let's talk about major triads. Alright, they have a happy sound, and we play a lot of them already. We play C's and G's and D's and A's all over the place. But the problem is we don't really use them all over the fretboard. So I want to show you a couple simple formations that will get you accustomed to playing those major triads. Alright? So when we're here on the fifth string, I like to start on the 5th string for some reason, we have C, E, G. Now, if I just take that same formation and move it up to the D, we have D, F sharp, and A. Now we have to compensate for the open G, so that's why I'm playing the A there, right? Now if we went up, we'd have E flat, G, B flat. Notice how these are all just major chords. E, G sharp, B on the 7th fret. On the 8th fret, we'd have F, A, C. Alright, now notice, we want to start learning our fretboard. Above all else right now, we need to be learning our fretboard, because the more we know our fretboard, the faster that we can apply our knowledge on theory. Alright, so once again from C, let's go up to D flat and go into D, E flat, E, alright, F, A, C, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, G, B, D, G sharp, B sharp, D sharp, A, C sharp, E, B flat, D, F, B, D sharp, F sharp, and C, E, G. Alright, now these are just good studies to do. Just sit there and figure out the notes, and pretty soon you're going to realize there's only a few combinations. There's A, C, E, B, D, F, C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, G, B, D. Alright, now there could be some sharps and some flats in there to change the tonalities, but they're always going to be in that order. As far as, you know, in root position, they're always going to be in that order. Alright, so you're never going to have like an F sharp, A, or anything like that. It's always going to be F, A, C. F triad is always going to have F, A, and C in it. Alright, they may be out of order, or they may have flats or sharps in them, but at the bare bones of it, it's always going to be some kind of an F, A, C chord. Alright, so one more time: A, C, E, B, D, F, C, E, G, D, F, A, E, G, B, F, A, C, and G, B, D. Alright, that's the only way that they're going to be, so keep that in mind. Alright, let's move on to a 4th string. We're going to start on the F. So we have this formation right here, which we recognize from our F chord. Alright, and all it is an F, A, C. Now, all the chords fit in there. So we have F, A, C, G flat, B flat, D flat, G, B, D, G sharp, B sharp, D sharp, A, C sharp, B, B flat, D, F, and so on and so forth. You can go up the entire fretboard doing that. So that formation works for the fourth string. Alright, now there's two ways of picking it too. Just, you know, if you're going to work on your picking with your pick, alright, or if you're going to work, you can work these two fingers. Just make sure everything that you play is going to be clear and precise, alright? Don't get sloppy and, you know, anything like that. Get clear. Alright, get even too. Alright, so let's move on to the next string. This is the formation for the third string. We have our C here on the 5th fret, E on the 5th fret, and G on the 3rd fret. Alright, so this is our major formation. Alright, so we have C, E, G, C sharp, E sharp, G sharp, D, F sharp, A, E flat, G, B flat, E, G, B, E, G sharp, B, F, A, C, and so on and so forth. Alright, now what I want you to do is I want you to just go over those, kind of practice them, and get them under your fingers. Just go up the whole entire fretboard. No particular order, alright? Just get them under your fingers for the first part. Just take some time to practice those, because there's nothing wrong with just trying to get those under your fingers and getting the formations down. Alright, if you have to think about formations and notes, it might start to be tedious. You might lose some confidence. Don't do that. Just get them under your fingers first and then figure them out, and it'll be good. Alright, now 6th string is just the same as the 5th and 4th string. Start on G, so G, B, D, G sharp, B sharp, D sharp, A, C sharp, E. Now there's a couple different fingerings. You can use this fingering too. I like this fingering a little bit better, just because you can take this, drop the 3rd, and make it a minor chord real easily. Or if you're going like this, it might not be as clean. Alright, so here's your major, just like the 5th and 4th string. Alright, real simple, real simple. Okay, so let's talk about minors. We're going to start on the 5th fret again, or 5th string again, sorry. So, from here, we have our C, E, G, right? All we're going to do is drop down the 3rd, C, E flat, G. Alright, so your formation is going to go from here to this. Now let's look at it from another perspective. That's your D, F sharp, A. Drop your 3rd. Alright, so it goes from D, F sharp, A to D, F, A. Alright, and just go up the fretboard. E, G, B, E, G, B, E flat, G, B flat to E, G flat, B flat. Alright, and just go up the fretboard. E, G sharp, B to E, G, B. So the only thing we're moving is the 3rd. Let's take a look at it on the 4th string. We have F, A, C. Drop the 3rd to F, A flat, C. Alright, let's go up to G, G, B, D, G, B flat, D. So what I'm doing is I'm just barring these over. Alright, now let's move on to the 3rd string. We have C, E, G. Drop it down to C, E flat, G. Alright, move up to D, F sharp, A. Go down to D, F, A. So we see that the only thing really changing between those two is the 3rd. Alright, everything else is going to stay the same. Now, let's talk about how we can practice these, how we can apply these. One thing that I like to do is something called a circle of fourths. Now, there's a couple ways to do these. I'm going to show you the way I like to do them, just because I learned chords, how to do this method that I'm teaching you real fast by doing this, and I think it's kind of like the most beneficial way that I found to figure them out. Alright, so we're going to start on C. We're going to go E, and we're going to play our G on the 5th fret, 4th string. So you have this arpeggio going, and then you have the C up here on the 5th fret, 3rd string. So you have this. Now that's an arpeggio. Arpeggio, all that means is it's a broken chord, alright? So you play all the notes in the chord, but you break them up, so. Alright. Now, I like to do a circle of fourths. I don't know why, I'm kind of weird. A lot of people like to do a circle of fifths. I don't like it. So I'm going to teach you a circle of fourths. Alright. So we start on C. C, E flat, C, E, G. C up on top. So play that a couple times. Alright, now we're going to go a fourth away from C. And a fourth away from C, C, D, E, F. Alright, so we're going to go up to F. And we're going to play that same formation. F, A, C, F. F, A, C, F, C, A, F, A, C, F, C, A, F. Alright? And then from F, we're going to go up a fourth. So what is the fourth in the key of F? We have F, G, A, B flat. Very good. So we're going to go up to the 13. B flat, D, F, B flat. Alright, now we're to come back down to E flat, because E flat is the fourth of B flat. E, G, B flat, E flat, B flat, G, E flat, G, B flat, E flat, B flat, G, E flat. And if you just take some time and say those notes, they're going to start to stick, and you're going to be able to start playing them a little bit faster because you're going to start remembering them. Now, if you want to cheat, I'll give you a way to cheat, no big deal. What you can do is you can just figure out the note next to your note that you're starting on while you're doing the 4. So, what's the next note? It's F, because F's next. Okay, what's next to the F? It's B flat. You can be thinking about this while you're doing it, and just think of the note that's directly beneath it. Alright, so from B flat you have E flat here on the 13th fret, 4th string, so A flat, D flat, G flat, E, A, D, G, C. Alright, so that's an easy way to cheat. And what you want to do is you want to go in circle of fourths as clean as you can. Alright, now after you finish, like it's just like the chords, after you finish getting them under your fingers, getting them under your fingers, what you want to do is you want to start thinking about those notes. C, E, G, C. C, E, G, C. Alright, and then let's just play a circle of fourths together. Alright, me and you, I'll call out the notes, and let me see if I can get a tempo going. Trusty iPhone tempo. If you guys are looking for a really good tempo app, what I recommend is this thing called Frozen Ape. It's cheap and you can program it, and I have all my set lists in there. I have my delays, so I can have my delays and time and stuff in there. We have different sets for different gigs we do with the band, and I program them all in there, You can label them, you can put them in order, you can change the order. It's really cool. So a little shout out to Frozen Abe. Let's go up to 90. So I'm at 90 BPM. Alright, so here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going up to F. B flat. E flat. A flat. D flat. Let's just play them a couple times. F sharp. B. E. Going to A. D. G. Back to C. Alright, so you can do that all you want and actually take up the tempo, because that's kind of a sleepy tempo, but I didn't want to like push it too far just in case there was a little weirdness. Alright, so let's talk about the other strings. That's one way to do it, but your pick's going to get a little bit freaked out because of that, right? So we're going to do this. F-A-C-E, or F-A-C-F. Alright? So what we're going to do is we're going to go up the fret, or up the circle of fifths now, or fourths, sorry. Circle of fourths, start on C, we're up here on the 10th fret, on the 4th string, so we have C, E, G, back down to F, B flat, and so on to E flat and all that other stuff, A flat, D flat, F, and all that other stuff. Alright, so you get the idea. We're just going to take those and play those 4 times, 2 times, whatever you feel comfortable with. You can take those arpeggios and play them like that. Now, let's go on to the next string. We have C, E, C, E, G, C. These are really our simple arpeggios, alright? Up to F. Alright, so you're going to bar it over. You got your C here, your E, use your little finger for the G, and your little finger for the C. So you're going to be barring a lot on this one. And just use your pick, it'll be easy. Alright, So from there, let's go down this. I'm not sure if we did a 6th string. I can't remember. Just like the 5th and 4th string. The 6th string, the 5th string, and the 4th string are all going to share the same formations. So all you really have to remember is your root. But in remembering your root, you're going to actually start to remember the fretboard. So C, F, B flat. Alright, now from doing that, you're going to start remembering your fretboard, because if you can play the circle of 4ths on one string, and then you can go to different strings from there. Then you're going to be able to start, you know, really being fluid in your fretboard. Same thing with a 3rd string. Alright, and you can go on. Try to be cleaner than what I'm playing right now. I just want to get the point across. That way you can know what to practice. I may make a video just with me playing a bunch of these things, and you guys can play along with me and get to learn it that way. So this video is getting crazy long. So what I want to do is from major, take those arpeggios, those ones that you're using, and then turn them into minor. You're going to use a little bit different fingering, alright? Because if not, you'd be doing this. Alright, so to use it on the 5th, C, 3rd fret, 5th string, your E flat on the 6th fret, 5th string, then switch strings to your G and your E, G and C. So, and you can do that on, of course, the 5th string and the 4th string. Alright, and then your, I'm not sure if you should do that there. Let's just do the 5th and the 6th string on that one. Alright, now, so practice those, practice the minor. Oh, that's what I was doing, minor, sorry. I had a brain fart. This is very simple. 4th string, minor arpeggios. What you're going to do is you're going to play your C here on the 10th fret, E flat on the 8th fret, G on the 8th fret, C on the 8th fret, and that's going to be your minor arpeggio. Do that all over the place. Now, last 3 strings, and this will be the end, I promise. I think it's getting around 24 minutes, which is ridiculous. But you can rewind and play with the things you want to and not with the things you don't want to. Alright, so we had our major arpeggio. Now, same idea as this, but what you're going to do is so what you're going to do is you're going to play your C here on the 3rd string, and then you're going to bar the 8th. Go up to your F. Now you may want to be asking, why would I ever want to play that if I can just play? Well, the problem is you're not always going to be around the 8th fret or the 10th fret. Sometimes you're going to be around the 5th fret, and you're going to be needing to nail that arpeggio, and it's going to be easier. Nothing wrong with just practicing all over the fretboard, alright? Circle of 4ths, do it in a circle of 4ths, it's going to be awesome. Practice everything that that you find interesting, and if I didn't explain this well enough, let me know and I'll make another video, but hopefully this helps. And the next video will be a little bit more advanced, so be sure to ask me questions if you have questions, because I need to answer those before we go on the 7ths and 9ths and 11ths and the big arpeggios, which I enjoy a lot. So hope this helps. Hit me up on the comments or on email, and I will answer you, and I hope everybody's doing well. Talk to you soon. Bye.